So go grind CDL. That shit, hey, yeah, driving, yeah, boy, that boy be driving for 4 days. Boy, that boy never go to sleep.
Kodak Black and Jack Boy's feud has already left real-world scars, and now the temperature's rising again. An October 2025 shooting in Pompano Beach left 2 men hit and 1 man dead. And even though law enforcement hasn't named a suspect, the internet immediately tried to tie the smoke back to this long, messy conflict. Tonight, we're unpacking what's confirmed, what's alleged, and why fans keep pointing fingers, fairly or not, at Jack Boy. According to local reports, deputies rolled up to the 1600 block of Northwest 10th Circle in Pompano and found 2 victims with gunshot wounds.
I'm getting a fucking mess. I tried it though.
Both were rushed to the hospital. 1 didn't make it. By the time officers arrived, the shooter was gone. No arrests named, no public motive. Just sirens, tape, and another life lost. Why did the internet jump to link it to the feud? Minutes after headlines broke, Jack Boy posted a news clip with a caption that sounded half sympathetic, half pointed. Even if y'all don't like me, it's sad to see boys dying every other week. Go get y'all CDL license. I got trucks. I'ma put y'all on. Then he doubled down with a post echoing Kodak's lyric, "Everybody gon' die before I go," from Before I Go. To some, it read like trolling. To others, it felt like a taunt. Important note, none of that is proof he had anything to do with the shooting. It's just the fuel social media used to keep this story blazing.
Y'all best bet is be like, hey, bro, drop that with Jack, bro. I ain't laying down, like, I'm gonna get that get back even if I get life, trust me.
Context matters. A few months earlier, Jack Boy had said he'd go to prison for life before he ever squashed it with Yak. Again, rhetoric, not a charge. Kodak, for his part, didn't address the Pompano clip directly, but during a stream with creator Neon, he made it crystal clear he wanted Jack Boy gone. Fans called it reckless talk, especially given how many clout-hungry people insert themselves into rapper beefs hoping to score points with bigger names. That last point isn't hypothetical. In 2023, Jack Boy performed in Sanford, Florida. After the show, 6 vehicles allegedly tailed what they thought was his Sprinter van. The shooters hit the wrong van.
So lit like a nigga touched my car. I ain't even touched this.
Instead of Jack Boy, they struck a group of women who had nothing to do with any rap beef. 6 were shot. 1, Princess Tolliver, tragically died. Prosecutors later charged over a dozen people linked to a local crew, and investigators said they believed those men were chasing attention off the Jack Boy Kodak friction, watching the feud online and trying to score status by taking out Jack Boy. Kodak wasn't charged, and there's no indication he ordered anything. The state's theory was third parties chasing clout. That's the cautionary tale here. When narratives get loud, bystanders can get hurt. Violence didn't stop at venues. Not long after, rumors flew of an attempted hit near a gated residence.
He tried to blackball me. Now you're smoking crack.
Jack Boy went live afterward mocking whoever missed. Whether that was bravado or a real narrow escape, we can't verify. What is verified, the cycle kept spinning. By early 2025, the feud had mutated into a petty flex war. Jack Boy snapped a photo with a custom Jeep associated with Yak, implying he'd gotten close. Kodak clapped back, saying the truck hadn't been touched and moved on, soon popping up at the White House. No stranger to that spotlight after his 2021 commutation.
I got off stream with Kodak. He was regular. I don't know where the deodorant launch person went, but he was normal.
Jack Boy mocked him as a junkie and crackhead, painting a narrative of a fallen star. He wasn't alone. Yak's 2023 Drink Champs appearance had people side-eyeing his state, and a later arrest brought a cocaine possession headline Yak publicly disputed, saying he'd been on lean, not coke. On Live, he also admitted he'd tried meth before, insisting he wasn't a junkie, just not hiding experimentations. He even rapped the line, "Young Neo with a meth habit, still flashy," in a 2025 freestyle, then told fans months later he wasn't on meth now, just acknowledging a past dabble. All of that fed critics, but none of it proved he's currently out of his mind or incapable of working. Adding a spiritual edge, Jack Boy leaned into Haiti folklore. On Live, he claimed he flew to Haiti and saw a woo lady, a voodoo practitioner, and implied Yak's bad luck came from more than music. Kodak, who's referenced Haiti and spiritual warfare in songs before, answered with "woo lady," rapping that he didn't need to see any spiritual worker because his grandmother played with voodoo. For fans, it was entertaining mythos. For critics, another example of the beef sliding into superstition and coded threats. Then came one of the most controversial moves, Yak's studio link with 6ix9ine. Kodak has often aired out no rat love sentiments, so the collab shocked a lot of day ones. Industry figure Wack 100 claimed Yak took the feature for $1 million in a Rolls. Whether that's exact or exaggerated, the optics alone had the internet steaming. Jackboy hammered him on record. Even with $1 million, that money can't unlame you. No real street knows how to respect you. A man long associated with Treyway, Billy Ado, even declared Yak banned from Brooklyn on an interview. Whether that's actually enforceable or just posturing, it multiplied the noise. Jackboy kept swinging in other directions too, calling Yak a police cooperator over a 2018 jail incident, an allegation that hasn't been proven and that Yak denies, then telling him to go get a commercial driver's license because the music's slowing. It's not wrong that Jackboy's numbers cooled after the split with Yak. He adjusted with a restaurant investment. But that venture ran into chaos. Rent issues, a May 2025 shooting that injured 2 people inside, smashed windows, a GoFundMe for repairs, and eventually an eviction and lawsuit tied to unpaid amounts. All of that fed a darker reading of Jackboy's current motivations. When businesses wobble and the songs don't chart, beef can become the main marketing plan. Meanwhile, people close to Yak pushed back on the "he's gone" narrative. A streamer named Zoe, who spent time with him in studio, said he flips into a different, calmer gear when cameras aren't rolling. Yak also dropped around $800,000 on new ice, flexing solvency, and released How to Let Go, a track that reads like someone trying to tap the brakes. Trying to find a way? Do something different. Leave the street life behind without me dissing it. All this killin', feel like it ain't no ending. Whether that's PR polish or honest growth, it's the cleanest sign he's at least thinking about a pivot. Not that he's done throwing jabs. Yak has taken repeated swings at Youngboy, calling a 2025 YB album trash and flying into Miami to host a yacht party the night YB performed. There's also an ugly rumor involving an ex and a health allegation, one we're not repeating because it's unverified and invasive. The broader point, Yak versus YB feels like sport now, not war. Nobody expects them to crash out. Yak versus Jackboy, though, is another animal. A woman is dead, more people have been hurt, and the talk has gone from disbars to life sentence bravado. Back to the October 2025 Pompano shooting. Is there any confirmed link to Jackboy? No. He posted, he poked, the timeline looked messy, but there's zero public evidence tying him to that scene. Still, that's the problem with these cycles. Suggestive posts become proof, and proof becomes motive in the court of public opinion. That's exactly how outside actors wind up inserting themselves, like the 2023 shooters who allegedly chased clout by attacking the wrong van. The optics haven't helped either side. Jackboy's "I'll sit forever before I squash it" line sells a ride or die image but scares people who want the violence to stop. Yak's "I want him dead" rant on stream sent his own fans into panic about potential legal repercussions, given how prosecutors listen to everything now. Then there are the side stories. Jackboy's restaurant meltdown, Yak's erratic public moments, questionable collaborations that keep refreshing the feed. So where could this go next? 3 paths feel likely. 1. Nothing. Investigations stall. No one gets charged in Pompano, and this becomes another cold headline. 2. Escalation by proxy. Third parties trying to earn stripes, keep testing either camp, leading to more tragedies that neither artist personally ordered. 3. De-escalation. Yak keeps leaning into music and clean visuals. Jackboy finds another lane, another business, different collabs, and the outrage economy moves on. A few guardrails for viewers who care about facts more than frenzy. 1. Treat allegedly, claimed, reportedly as your baseline vocabulary. Unless a court filing or a verified report backs it up, it's opinion or rumor. 2. Notice who benefits from a story resurfacing. If a feud reignites exactly when someone needs relevance, that's not proof of guilt, it's proof of marketing. 3. Remember that kids, families, and bystanders exist inside these narratives. The Sanford tragedy wasn't content, it was a life. Last word to the music. Kodak still pulls numbers, still flashes jewelry, still knows how to build a moment, sometimes messy, sometimes masterful. Jackboy's pen is sharper when he's personal. The Woo Lady rebuttal was catchy, the CDL jabs hit because they felt specific. If either wants a cleaner legacy, they'll put more weight on songs than streams of trolling. Until then, the question won't change. Will this feud finally cool? Or does another headline have to break our timeline before people turn the volume down? Let me know where you land. Are these just rap theatrics that the internet keeps inflating, or are we watching a real spiral toward something ugly? If you want updates when something official drops, an arrest, a filing, a verifiable statement, tap subscribe and turn on alerts. We'll separate allegations from receipts and keep you posted the moment anything real hits the record.